All right. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, guys, or good evening, guys. Anyone? All right. So biology. Okay. Last week we were looking at cell theory. All right. Looked at cell theory. We looked at diffusion. We looked at osmosis. For as many that were not in that class or and I didn't get the video, I will drop the YouTube link. The link we can get the video of last class so that we can follow up for the rest of the teaching. All right, quickly today we're looking at cell organelles. See, still on cell theory, cell organelles. All right, we're going to look at the key organelles that makes up the cell. Don't forget to say the cell is the structural and the functional unit of the body. All right, now look at the diagram below. I think this is just like a rough, okay, I think a diagram of the cell uh from Wikipedia and all that, just to show us a summary of the components of the cell. All right, if you zoom in, you should be having yeah, number one, I think you have components of a typical animal cell. Number one, you have the nucleus there. Number two, you have the nucleus. Right, number three, you have the ribosomes. Okay, ribosomes. Then number four, the vesicles, like that, the rough endoplasmic reticulum. This is just a list of the organelles, all right, that makes up a cell, a list of the organelles that makes up the cell. All right, the first one I want to look at quickly is cytoplasm. We don't have time to go into, I believe we did all this in um, secondary school, high school level, all right? So we don't have time to go into in-depth details, all right? All right, because we're preparing for uh, an examination. Okay. All right. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that fills the cell. All right. It consists of 90% of water, dissolved nutrients, and waste products. What is the function of the cytoplasm? The function of the cytoplasm is to hold together the organelles which make up the cell. Sorry, I think that's a typographical error. To hold the organelles that make up the cell. It also nourishes the cell by supplying it with salts and sugars, and also provide a medium, a means for metabolic reactions to occur. All right. So, in summary, the functions of the cytoplasm will see um, holding together the organelles that make up the cell, nourishes the cell by supplying it with nutrients, mineral salts, sugars, and also it provides a medium for metabolic reaction, metabolism to occur. All right. Now look at that little note you have there. It says you may have encountered the terms cytoplasm, nucleoplasm, and protoplasm. Yeah. All right. Cytoplasm is a part of the cell that is within the cell membrane and excludes the nucleus. Nucleoplasm is the substance of the cell nucleus. That is everything within the nucleus that is not part of the nucleolus. That is not part of the nucleolus. While protoplasm is a colorless material comprising of the living part of a cell. And protoplasm uh, includes cytoplasm, the nucleus, and other organelles. Protoplasm is the colorless material comprising the living part of the cell. All the contents of the prokaryotic cell, all the contents of the prokaryotic cell. Yeah, I explained in the last class, prokaryotic cells, they don't have true nucleus. All right, they are single-celled organisms. They don't have true nucleus. So all the contents of a prokaryotic cell are contained within the cytoplasm. Okay, while you in a eukaryotic cell, they have a true nucleus and other organelles contained in it. All right, while in a eukaryotic cell, the organelles are contained within the cytoplasm, except the nucleus, which is contained within the nucleus. All right, the nucleus is contained within the nucleus. Now, what are the functions in a listing form, what are the contents of the cytoplasm? Number one, the cytoplasm provides mechanical support to the cell by exerting pressure against the cell membrane. Okay, number two, okay, which helps to keep the shape of the cell. All right, so the cytoplasm help in keeping the shape and the structure of the cell by providing support. All right, this pressure which it exerts against the cell membrane is called the Tugor pressure. Take note, the Tugor pressure. I think one of the questions Jam asked, the Tugor pressure. All right. Number two, it is the site of most cellular activities, including metabolism, cell division, meiosis, mitosis, mitotic cell division, meiosis cell division, tick cell division, parent cell, daughter cell, and all that. It is a site of most cellular activities, including metabolism, cell division, and protein synthesis. Number three, the cytoplasm contains ribosomes, and we know that ribosomes is it functions in the synthesis of protein. Yes, it contains ribosomes which assist in protein synthesis. Number four, it acts as a storage area for small carbohydrates, lipid and protein molecules. And the last, the cytoplasm suspends and can transport organelles and mineral salts around the cell.